Hello and welcome to Workout Wednesday 2023 Week 9 for Power BI. This week we are creating custom and built-in microcharts. Here's our goal, our final product. We're making a table with one row per region, and then we have an SVG image that gives us the rank of the region across all the regions. And then the built-in sparklines that Power BI offers to do sales by month and profit by month. This week, our data comes from Microsoft samples, Power BI desktop samples, and we're using AdventureWorks sales. It is an Excel file that you can download to your local machine. Let's get started. I'm going to get my data. And I only need date, product, sales territory, and sales. There's not a lot of data transformation for this exercise, but there is one thing we need to do. We're going to add a custom column for the region, and we'll call it country region. So this just says if the region value is the same as the country, for instance, France is both the region and the country, then use the region name. Otherwise, we're going to concatenate country and region. And we'll make sure that is text. Take a quick look through all our data types and make sure they look good. All right. Let's set our date table as date. We'll go add our relationships. Some of them were auto-populated. Some of them need a little bit of help. So we've got sales to product, which is many to one. Sales to sales territory, which is many to one, and sales to date, which is many to one, all single direction cross filter. We're going to add some measures to help us with this challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and create a measure table. Oops. And I forgot to add a space in my table name, so just fixing that real quick. So first up, we've got selected region. I'll use that in my tooltip. Cost, which I believe is in the tooltip, but also is needed to calculate profit. Customers, which is a distinct count of the customer key from the sales table. Profit, I forgot to do sales first, so profit is just sales minus cost, and that fixes profit. I have a sales rank number. So this uses rank X on the country region based on sales descending to rank the regions. And then I also have an alt text measure to be able to add to my SVG. So it's going to output, for instance, if France is third, then rank 3 of 10 for the alt text for my SVG. So that gives us everything but the actual SVG. We'll add that. It's a little long, but it's a lot of formatting and variables. So we start out getting whatever the selected region is, whatever row we're on in the context of our table. We're defining just a couple things: bar outline color, bar width. Then we're getting the count of bars. So we're saying, give me the distinct count of sales territory, country regions for all selected. We're doing this because we do exclude one of them that has no sales. Bar width, we're taking 100 and dividing it by the number of bars. We have to calculate the min y-axis value and max y-axis value. By the way, a lot of this, I looked up David Eldersveld's information from 2018, I think, and then used it to adapt it to what I needed. So this is a calculation that's getting the range of the y-axis, and then we build a table. So sparkline table, we're getting all selected sales territory, country region, and then we have a column called X, and here's where we do a little bit of rank X from the same selected country regions, turn it into an int. This Y is looking for cases where the Y value may be less than 0, different things like that to make sure it comes out formatted correctly. We get our height. We're going to assume down towards the bottom that we are making a 100 by 100 pixel image. And then bar color. So we needed to highlight the bar if it represents the country region on that row. So this is a dark orange color. Otherwise, the bar can be gray. So we put that all together to get the text that creates our SVG. This is just the rectangle part, so we're adding in the definitions with the things that we've created above. And then we put it all together with the required prefix for images to show up as images in Power BI, get the beginning of the SVG, and then we add the thing we created right above. We'll do a couple of quick things to prep for our table. The first is we're going to filter our fiscal year to 2020. And we'll add our table in, and I'll start populating my table. So country region, but I'm just going to call this region I want sales. Now when I add sales rank, it's going to show a bunch of text. This is the text that we created with that measure. And in order to show it as an image, we need to make it an image URL. So there we go. Next, I'll add a sparkline. and I'll format that one later. I'm going to add profit and then add a sparkline here. Oh, whoops. I meant to choose date, month, and I want my two sparklines together because I want to compare when there's a pattern of sales going up and profit going down or the other way around. All right, we need to add one more. I don't want corporate in there that has no sales, so I'm getting rid of that from my region list here. And then we'll do some formatting. I'm going to set my wallpaper to a light gray. I'm going to choose properties and make this just a little bigger. Center that a bit, which I could have done with the formatting alignment, but that's fine. Even though I'm not going to show the title, I still put my title in and then hide it because screen readers can still read that. Turn my background off. I rarely use borders, but in this case, it worked out nicely. Got a little bit of rounded corners going on. And then shadows. I dislike the preset shadow options. So I tend to change mine up just a little bit. And I just want people to be able to use focus mode and more options for the tooltips or the header icons. Go ahead and make my tooltip page just so that I can set it since I'm in that section. And I'll add some alt text. All right, some more visual formatting here. Get my grid color just a little different. My border will be top only. Will not be blue. I'm going to up my font size just a bit. change my column header background color. I'm going to turn off auto size width so that I can adjust these just a bit. Turning off totals. And then we'll format some specific columns. So for region, we're good. For sales, I just want my column header to be slightly more in line. And I want my sales rank to align center. Same thing for sales by month and profit by month. And then I'd like the header on profit to be right aligned. If we go to cell elements, we can turn on our conditional formatting. So if it is greater than or equal to 0 as a number and less than some really large number, then we'll do an off black. And if it is greater than or equal, greater than or equal to and less than 0, we will make the font red. Now is a good time to format my measures. Let them have dollar signs, but 0 decimal places. There we go. We're going to change our image size to be 60 high to give us a little more room here. Get rid of our scroll bar. And then we need to format sparklines. The sales by month sparkline, we're going to make it gray. It can stay size 1 for the width. We're going to make our marker be the highest and lowest, and we'll do a dark orange for that. So we've got our orange color. We increased our size just a little bit. And then I'll do the same thing for profit by month. I want my line to be gray, my dots to be orange, bump up the size. So there's currently a little bug with this right now, but for this alt text for image column, it may not stick the first time you set it, but we want to add our rank alt text here, and I would like the rows referred to by the region name. So this helps for screen readers. I made the tooltip report, but I haven't populated it. We need this because when you hover over an SVG image, it'll just show the SVG XML code, which is not very pretty. So let's go handle that. I'm going to leave the background white for this so it stands out just a little from the table. And zoom in here. We're going to add a matrix. And I'll populate it with sales, cost, profit, sales rank, and customers. And we'll fix our formatting in a second. Oh, wrong sales rank. Sales rank number. There we go. I'm going to make the region name be my title. And I'll make my fonts the same. I'll format a little bit here. I do want gray. We won't have column headers. I will center this just a little bit. And I'll format a line and put it towards the middle. And hide that. And zoom out so we can see this. Add a couple text boxes to give it a title and a link back. Oh, we need to make our tooltip table a little bit taller. And now we can see our sales rank SVG in action. So we used our custom logic to make our country region column and put that in the table. We added sales and profit to the table. We formatted profit so that the font color changes when the value is negative. We added sparklines with markers for highest and lowest values for sales and profit. We created our SVG measure that shows us the rank of the selected region compared to the others. We changed the column header alignment so that the images were center aligned. We set our alt text for the SVG and we created a tooltip report. That is our week 9 of 2023 Power BI challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.